Hi, I'm Mike Davidson with Gunwerks. On this week's episode, we're heading all the way down to Arizona to hunt Coues deer. It's a couple friends of ours. It's Mark Boardman and Dustin Butler. Dustin's a really good friend of ours. He's kind of our predator guru. He's from Montana. He hunts a lot of black bears, a lot of wolves lately, a lot of coyotes. So he knows what he's doing. He takes his Gunwerks rifle down to Arizona, hunting public land for Coues deer. The cool thing about this hunt is Dustin's filming it all by himself. He films his own hunt as well as Mark's. They're going to kill some nice deer.
Well, we finally made it to Arizona. Actually, Dustin made it last night. So if the hunt goes half as hard as it was to just get here, we might be in trouble. But anyway, we're headed north. Gonna be in our unit here shortly. Gonna go shoot in our rifles, scout around a little bit, and season starts tomorrow.
Do me a favor and don't hit any more bugs, okay? It's getting hard to film through the windshield.
Alright, well here we are, Arizona, day one. Just got to our hunting area, met up with our guides, Justin and Noah. They've been out finding a lot of deer, so they got us pretty excited to go out and see what we can find. What do you say, man?
Let's go do it. Go look for some deer.
Alright, we're all packed up, heading out scouting tonight. Season opens tomorrow, so we're going to get after it. What do you say, Noah?
What's going on?
You going to find us some Coues deer?
We'll find them. Promise you that. We'll find them.
Tell us what you saw this morning.
We went out this morning. We seen 9 bucks, probably 60, 65 does. A lot of smaller bucks, but we'll find the big ones. There's one decent buck that we'll go check out again. It's a little ways away, so.
Awesome. That sounds like a lot of deer.
There's a lot of deer around.
Well, first day in Arizona. Hunt starts tomorrow. Just double checking the rifles. Be sure they're all dialed in. Get ready to go smoke a deer tomorrow.
Blew it up.
Looked like you hit a tiny bit low and right though.
Tiny
Tiny bit bottom right edge. It's right there though, right?
Oh yeah, that's right there.
First night in Arizona, opening day tomorrow morning. I've never hunted Coues deer. I've never even spotted them. This is some crazy cool country out here. Very excited to be here. Excited to see what tomorrow brings. So I'm going to sit here in class until dark and see if we can turn up. And we'll be back at it in the morning, ready to roll. So come along with us. Let's go see if we can get it done.
already started learning the hard way that when you're in Arizona, you watch where you sit, you watch where you place your hands, and you bring a pair of tweezers with you, because most likely you're going to be picking stuff out of your hands, feet, and legs.
We tried to turn up that big buck that we saw last night. We haven't been able to find him. We've seen quite a few does today and one small buck. I'll be honest with you, I'm not going to be overly picky. I've never harvested a Coues deer before, and this hunt really is all about the experience for me, and I'm hoping to get a crack at a buck with the Gunwerks 6XC.
Yeah, baby. Coues deer, Arizona. About 385 yards. We spotted him. Well, we didn't spot him. These guys spotted him, the guys that can see deer. And we put a heck of a stock on this buck. We laid down at 7, and we laid down again at almost, well, about 4:50, and he was bedded under a, what do you call those trees?
Palo Verde.
Bedded under a Palo Verde tree. And it's only about half hour before dark. We just kept working our way up the mountain. Finally got a spot up here where we could just see his front shoulder. Noah did an awesome job. Noah put us in a spot where all I could see open was his front shoulder at about 385 yards. And we dialed the 385 dial to 350 using the Gunwerks BR2 rangefinder. 385 dialed to 350, one shot baby 6XC, and he come flipping out from underneath the tree. Thanks guys. That's awesome. That's very cool.
You gotta put your stuff away.
Gunwerks 6XC down here in Arizona. Coues deer, first Coues deer ever. These guys are putting up with the Montana boy up here trying to spot these Coues deer in the desert country, and they put me on a good one. So let's get up there before dark and see what we got. We threaded the needle on that bad boy in his bed, laying up there in his bed, and we threaded the needle on that buck with the Gunwerks 6XC BR2 rangefinder, 385 dial to 350 shooting a pill. Used the BR2 case as a rear bag. I'm just flying back down the hill to grab my pack. It's getting dark, and we dropped our packs down here at the bottom of the hill so we could try to sneak up on that deer as careful as possible and as quick as possible. So fly back down the hill, grab the pack. Pack's got my headlamp and knife and all the necessities for taking care of that buck. So and head down and grab our stuff and get up there and try to get him before dark. I'm pretty excited. Day number 2 in Arizona. Tags filled, baby. Coues deer on the ground. Deer of a lifetime. Can't thank you guys enough. Awesome hunt. Look at that Arizona Coues deer. Unbelievable.
How many points you got there?
I can't count that high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 by 7. Just an absolute stud of a deer. I can't thank you guys enough. It's a great hunt. Noah, good spot, man. Seeing him bedded up there. That's awesome. Well, let's get him off the mountain, huh?
Let's do it.
It's all over the place. We're out here on the edge. First shot, 25-mile-an-hour wind. Tell you what, that's a tough shot. Hey, I'm Mike Davidson with Gunwerks. Hey, on this week's episode, we're going to do another tough shot. We've been getting a lot of emails, guys wanting to shoot something with balloons. So Jeremy and I put our heads together, a couple guys in the shop, and we're going to try to shoot a couple balloons at one time, but we've got them stretched out over about 600-700 yards. So there's going to be a couple challenges to this shot that's going to make it tough, and mainly we're gonna follow this drop curve of this bullet's flight path, and so it was real tricky trying to figure out where to set these balloons. We still don't know if we've got it right. Our far target's how far, Jeremy?
650. We've got a middle target at 400, and then a balloon right here at 100.
Okay, and so if you think about it, we're going to have to, how many minutes of adjustment all the way out to 650?
All the way out to 650 is 10 minutes of adjustment.
Okay, so we've got 10 minutes there at 650, so we're 65 inches high. So that means we've adjusted our scope and we're elevating our barrel, and to get placement on those balloons is kind of tricky. We didn't have a laser level or anything, so basically what we did was we got our gun zeroed at 650, and then we just measured using our drop chart that we printed off of G7.com. To 450, how many minutes down was it?
It's 6 minutes below our 10-minute mark, so 4 minutes of adjustment to 400.
Okay.
So 6 minutes difference.
So 6 minutes difference, so we just used the reticle inside the scope. We've got some target stands there, and so we just used the reticle, made a little Sharpie mark on the target stand there, and that's where we put our balloon. Same thing at 100. It was, what, 12 minutes different? Or
well, yeah, to 100 with our 100-yard zero. It ended up being almost 10 minutes difference.
So same thing, used our reticle, measured down 10 minutes, put it a Sharpie, and then we're just sitting here eyeballing, seeing if we can get them all in a straight line here. So the other challenge that wasn't out here when we first came is we've got a nice stiff crosswind now. Yep. It's been up to 10 miles an hour. We're probably sitting at 5-6 right now, so we're gonna have to give a little wind hold and see if we can, which we're going to need a lot of wind hold at 650 and hardly anything at 100, so yeah. How are we going to hold and hit them all? I don't know. We'll give it a shot. So,
all right, Mike, make her happen.
We'll wait for the wind to die down just a little bit. All right, we got 3 balloons that we're going to pop with 1 bullet. 100 yards out to 650. Let's give it a go. Oh yeah, sweet. 3 balloons, 1 bullet. That wind picked up right there at the end. Jeremy was sitting here doping the wind for me and called it just right. Took all 3 of them out, 1 shot. just running that drop chart off of G7.com, that's what allowed us to map that bullet's flight path at these different yardages. That's pretty cool. I'd say that was a pretty tough shot. I'm Mike Davidson with Gunwerks. Join us again next episode for another tough shot.
Yesterday evening, so we'll see if we can turn him up this morning. It sounds like he's a pretty nice buck.
We've hiked way back in here on the trail to get back into some of this country that we don't think anyone else has probably been hunting, so we're on our spot here, at least for the next couple of hours. Gonna glass all these big basins and all this country.
Dialed to 525.
Perfect height. Just hit right in front of it.
Nope, he's going down. It went right through him. We got him, dude. Yeah. Down. It went right through him.
We got him.
Oh, torn up.
Dude, I can't believe it. Oh, that was intense, man. That was awesome. Thanks, Dustin. Thanks, guys. I like to hunt and have been hunting my whole life, but these guys are a different breed of cat, being able to spot these deer like they do, and I can honestly say I couldn't have done it without them. This deer is definitely more them than me, but I sure appreciate it.
These are the guys right here. Arizona Extreme Guides. A 115 buck and a 90 plus buck in about 3 days apart. You guys got it figured out.
Those guys scored on some nice bucks. Dustin Butler did a great job filming that. Mark shot a beauty as well. It looked like they had a pretty good time. We've never showed a Coues Deer episode on our Long Range Pursuit show before, so it was pretty cool looking through their footage, and just watching their footage. I think everybody in the office kind of got hooked on it. So I guarantee you're going to be seeing some more Coues Deer footage coming down the line. I'm Mike Davidson with Gunwerks. Tune in next time for another episode right here on Long Range Pursuit.
Hunting apparel for Long Range Pursuit provided by Sitka and Kenetrek Boots of Montana. License applications made through Cabela's Tags. Brought to you by Gunwerks, G7 Optics, Night Force, Hornady, Flatline Ops, and Caldwell Shooting Supplies.